It's time! Oh, yeah!
Welcome to the Joy Buzzer.
Could it be? Could it be? It is out of here!
I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
At the 20, at the 15, 10-foot touchdown!
My brain just sparkles.
And now for our feature presentation.
Give me a hell, give me a yeah. Stand up right now. It's time for the Joy Buzzer.
Are we standing up?
Nikki Cole is here.
How's it going?
The instigator, Rob C.
Is it time to get up yet?
It's time. Intern Sick Boy Z.
Oh,
I'm a little
jeez.
sick right now.
A little under the weather.
Yeah.
Under the weather.
He's our outbreak monkey today.
That wasn't depressing at all.
I do want to slit my wrist.
What do you
I'm
what do you
here to
expect
talk
from me?
sports,
So
guys.
what do you got?
What do you expect from
What do you
me?
got? The bubonic plague,
No, I got
yellow
Ebola.
fever,
I got Ebola.
Ebola.
Yeah. I went to Africa.
You got that Ebola?
Nick.
What? It's a thing. It's a young person's
It's a
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, I know, but you don't know.
Right.
What do you expect?
All right, I am the commish. This is the Joy Buzzer. We're on YouTube, coming to you from beautiful Connecticut School of Broadcasting, which again we must
Are
thank.
recorded
I
on YouTube.
I didn't say live.
You're not live today.
I did not say live. I said we'll be on YouTube. I'm just saying. I didn't say live. Go replay it.
Write it down. Write it down.
Again, from beautiful Connecticut School of Broadcasting, who we must thank for the use of their studios.
Yes, right here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
And Nick, we're all over the damn place. Where do they find us
We
now?
are back on iTunes and Stitcher.
Yes.
There's the cat noise. It took a little bit.
bit.
It's there. At least I had it up this time.
You got to figure that side of the room is about 20 seconds behind the rest of the world. And that's okay today.
We're
20
okay with that.
seconds with the amount of sleep that I need.
Honestly.
Hour.
Very true.
Hey, look,
Very
I got
true.
anything.
So now we're on. Let's
Well,
get
yes,
this
we
straight.
are. We
We're
are on iTunes.
iTunes.
We are on back on Stitcher, back on
Stitcher.
iTunes, and we are on YouTube Live, where you can
YouTube.
find us live almost every Friday night, except for tonight.
Right. We're on
Come on, sick boy.
Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook.
You. And
Two.
two. And you. And two.
That's phenomenal.
That is great. So yeah, we're
we're
streamlining everywhere. We are on.
We're getting back to it.
We're taking over social media.
We're
here.
trying to.
Trying to.
Trying.
If
By the
we
way, you
ever
guys
find
owe
the
me-
time to post.
You guys owe me $6, by the way.
I have it right here. In fact. Actually,
I
did
got
not
mine
tap
right
Mac this
here.
morning. I tapped Mac this morning just for you.
Just saying.
Just for you.
Here, so
But
we can
it's
see
a sports show. Are we doing this live
We're
on
doing this
camera?
live? All right, wait a minute. Hang on.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it live on camera. The interaction.
The behind the
The
scenes.
behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
I'll just leave it up there.
Okay, put your money up there,
Put your
Sean.
buddy up there. See, it's almost like being a hooker.
There's a five.
No. Money goes
All right,
over
let me
here.
get
No,
it
no.
out.
Money goes
No, no.
over here.
Uh-huh.
All right, wait a minute.
No.
Money
no,
goes
no.
over here.
No.
Do it right.
Let's
Rob,
see.
see, will you help that brother out there?
What the hell, man? Hey, here, I'll even put the fives together.
Ah, look at that. Look at that. Ah,
See?
magical.
See how you do this, folks? You got to make sure that the bills for all you youngins are all facing the same way.
Same way.
See, look at that.
Oh, well, that's like my art
And-
teacher. Color all one way inside the
One
lines.
way. And here's also a neat thing. You take the bigger bills and you put them on the inside.
That's
right.
That's
So you
right.
hide
You leave
them.
the ones. That's
Yeah,
right.
you hide them.
That's what we call. Well, we won't mention what we actually call
Yeah,
that.
don't say
Do I have
it.
to,
Don't say it.
to reach in here? Thank
No,
you
we're
very
gonna
much.
leave it there.
Thank you
If
very
you got
much.
it-
That's
if you
mine.
got-
Get out of here.
Okay,
All right.
so now we got that out of the way.
This is a sports show.
All right, now that money has been exchanged.
Are we,
see,
are we talking sports
we're
now?
talking sports now.
Well,
We're betting. See that?
Yeah,
Money
and you know what?
laundering.
Let's say,
So
yeah, that's
la-
right. We'll
later
save
on in the show,
later-
we're gonna mention something about that.
Yeah, but money laundering.
Not right now
We're
because
teasing
we're
upcoming
teasing.
events.
We're teasing. A little tease.
Exactly.
A little
Right.
foreshadow there.
It's
And you know who's
Ooh.
full of tease now, Sean? Those Fightn Phils,
Stuff.
because they keep teasing us.
Great segue. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'll let you,
segue.
I'll let you finish
No,
the
no, no.
tease.
No, no.
No, please. No,
you-
you started it.
no,
I'll sit back and be amazed by your
By my
your-
teasiness?
Exactly.
You had a nice segue going. Keep it going.
Yeah.
You are just a Van Gogh with words.
Keep it going.
Oh, wow.
Don't
Well,
cut off your
let me
ear.
lend you an ear then.
I was gonna say, don't cut off your ear.
So the
Fightn
Fightns-
Phils. Yeah.
So
Bring
the
it back, Nick.
Fightns, they,
What's the matter, Nick?
they hit a little roadblock in Cincinnati.
Yeah, they got
That was,
they got spanked.
A little bit.
Get spanked.
Not a fun
Yeah.
series to
Yeah.
watch for them at all.
No, it was really, really boring.
And then the fact of going into Boston after that was a little terrifying. I mean, was anybody else
Intimidation.
nervous?
But you
at
know
all?
what? Nola and Arietta pitched their asses off.
Oh,
in Boston.
phenomenal! But you can't say you were a
Unbelievable
little
pitching
nervous,
performance. Oh, I thought they were going to get spanked both games.
Yes.
I thought they were going to get creamed.
right?
I've been the
Right.
first to admit it.
Is-
And Nola came out and shut them down. What was it? 8 innings strong, 4 hits, 1 run.
And honestly, there is no argument that Red Sox team is the best team in baseball right now.
Far and away.
hands down.
Yeah.
I'm just
And-
happy with what we held them to.
Yes.
I mean, we should have a 2-game
Yeah.
sweep. That should have been ours.
Should have been.
Yeah.
Should have been.
I mean, and they hung 15 on the Yankees last night. So, yeah, I
Right.
mean, Boston's for real.
They were
Boston's
pissed.
a
They
real
were
deal.
pissed that we put up a fight. A team that really
Well-
shouldn't be anything to what we are right now. Put up a fight in Fenway.
Yeah.
In Fenway. Right, with a rookie outfielder playing right field there
Harley
on
Quinn?
that pole. Yeah. The Mighty Quinn.
The Harley
I've been
Quinn-
calling him the Mighty
The
Quinn.
Mighty Quinn?
The Mighty Quinn.
What was it? Dr. Quinn and
Roman
Medicine Woman or
Holiday?
something?
Yeah.
Roman Holiday.
Exactly. But, just going in there and, that high-powered offense at home, and you only give up, 3 runs?
Yep.
Technically, you should have only given up 2.
Do bring it back. Do you put that sole loss on Doobie that first
Yes.
game? I do.
Yes,
Yes.
and no.
But here's the thing, though. When they were up 1-0,
Yeah.
I have to give it up to a coworker of mine because he said, "Wow, the way this game is going, this could be the kind of game that they lose 2-1." And darn it, did he predict it?
Absolutely.
Sure,
It
shit on
was
the
a-
shingle.
It was a typical back with Cole Hamels. He deals,
Well,
and it's
typical with this
one
team.
run.
Yeah.
One run for our ace. And what Nola did going in the 8th inning, like 10 pitches an inning he was averaging or something
Yeah.
like that, and it just
Yeah, he was great.
horrible outfield play.
It's the kind of losses that frustrate you this year.
But see,
Oh, yeah.
it's funny because the defensive play doesn't upset me as much as the offensive play. The one we got tagged out of third. That
the bonehead base
pisses
running.
me off
Yeah.
more than because the offense.
That's a
the
mental
defensive
displace.
play. I'm guessing, and one of the guys we work with brought it up right. He said there's a chance that because the guy was stealing, and Odubel was going to back up the throw, and the guy hit it and it went over his head. If that's what happened, he gets a pass. I don't know if that's what happened, and you can't ask him because he's not going to tell you.
Right.
You know,
I
but
don't- that's not
the base running blunder, there is no excuse for that whatsoever. There's none.
None.
No,
The
not at
mental
all.
None.
mistakes. Mental mistakes is what kills
Yes.
this young. It kills any young team.
Oh, yeah.
But in a game in a short series against a team that good, you can't make those.
No.
But
You
they were
can't.
saying that like Reese was setting that up to make sure he was on third,
Right.
and he walks in there, doesn't even not even a jog.
Right.
He walked
Yeah.
into
He
third.
slides into
Yeah.
first base, but won't slide into third. I don't get it.
This is
Right.
the issue. It's just
Right.
little dumb plays that he keeps doing. He gets in a good run, going great, hitting the ball well, playing great defense,
Right.
and then it's just
We're talking-
boneheaded mistakes over and over again.
I just like the fact that we love this team is in first place, but all we can do is gripe about them.
Oh no, because then the
You
next
got to.
night, Arrieta came out and dealed.
Right. And
Arrieta was.
Oh, yeah.
he's been
he
a
was
little
painting corners.
and everybody's been griping about him, and he came out and
And
this is
griping
where
about him, he went 4-0 in July with a 2 something ERA.
right.
Well, that's when he started turning it around.
Right.
Well, no. June was his bad month because April and May he had winning records. June he had a losing record. July he had an undefeated record.
you gotta you gotta admit that he's not what you expected him to be when we got him.
In June, he wasn't.
Almost all season.
I don't know about
until,
all. It's
until
tough to
up till
say.
recently. He
That's
hasn't been.
tough to say.
He hasn't been. He was supposed to be, next to Nola, our top ace, and you got
Right.
Pavetta.
It was supposed to be 1 and 1A.
Eflin.
You're right,
Yeah.
But in July, Arrieta was really, really good. Wouldn't be surprised if he's named pitcher of the month in baseball. He just, and like I said, against Boston, he was just unhittable.
Oh, they
Right.
both
Well,
were.
he kept showing what a true veteran presence he is.
Exactly.
He got in trouble and he got out of it.
Yep.
And,
Oh yeah, time and time
wasn't
again.
anything.
Inning after, I wish it was a sweep, but at least we split.
It
5-game
was nice.
losing streak would have been hard to
Right,
swallow.
coming out of the-
Hard
right.
to swallow.
What a suck.
Yeah.
But don't rest your laurels because Boston comes in next week to the
Right.
bag.
Yeah. And
So I mean,
that's-
it's, we go at it again with them. So it's not.
Oh, I'm not.
out of the
We're
woods,
great at
but-
home. Look at last
yeah,
night.
Yeah, but still.
Is any game over until it's over? Come on.
You know what's funny? I
No.
When the ninth inning started and they're down 2-1, I literally sat back and said the Phillies are going to win this game.
Oh, I knew
There
it.
was no doubt in my mind the Phillies are winning that game.
Oh, I could feel
I
it.
didn't see how it was going to happen. I didn't think they'd make it to Franco on the lineup for him to have to
Right.
hit the
He was
walk
what,
off.
6 back?
6 or 7 back.
Because he came up with
They
what?
said a lot of players.
He
that-
came up 1 out or 2 outs.
It was 2.
2
It was
outs.
2 outs, bases
Carroll.
loaded, or
2
2 outs,
outs.
second and third.
Yeah,
I mean, a
that's what
single
it
wins
was.
the game,
Yeah.
and he went yard, which was even better. So it was,
Barely. He knew it too.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that was-
that was
Barely
he
out.
out of there.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain.
It,
We'll
it must
walk
have been a
off 3-run
hot,
homer.
humid night.
Oh,
At
absolutely.
the old park
now
there.
I'm hoping that Reese and Franco can carry this team through August because it looks like they're the only two that are. I mean,
right.
Williams puts the
they
bat on
said
the
Kingery
ball,
last night. They started Strudel there.
Yeah, Strudel.
Struble,
Right.
and who didn't do anything.
Right.
You know,
But
he
see,
he
that-
walked in the. In
That
the
was my
ninth.
concern with the whole Machado thing and getting rid of Franco. It was he's the only one that's constantly hitting on this team right now.
Right now.
I was afraid we were going to go into a
Right.
big slump without him. I'm kind of, it would have been
But
awesome
you
to
forget
get
he was
Machado.
batting like what 210 just a few months ago. So
Right.
he
He's been
was
hit-
really.
He's been hitting clutch
scuffling.
though. He may be struggling, but his clutch hits right now are great.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's funny. Did you guys hear
No.
Kruk last night during
Not
the
at all.
game?
I don't listen to him.
Strudel came up to bat and McCarthy goes, he's hitting 290 or three something at the back of this and that.
He's
And-
hitting 390
right
on
But wait,
Thursday nights.
Then Kruk goes, yeah, but it's against our pitching. He's not going against our pitching. He's going against somebody else.
Yeah.
And which is a great point. He might have hit great against us, but now he's one of us. He's not facing
He's
our
not hitting
pitching. It is. So and
That's always been the Phillies' downfall.
Exactly.
They get guys that kill them, and they come here and they don't.
He's
do crap.
hitting in
Exactly.
Citizens Bank Park against them. Now he's
Right.
hitting for them. That's going to
Exactly.
definitely
He's-
change. It's not going to stay the
think
same.
numbers are going to go down.
He's going to be a pop-up king like the rest of them are.
He might be.
Oh,
I
don't-
hope not.
Don't
but
be another
he
Rollins.
might be.
Not another Rollins. I don't want to play that game anymore.
Speaking of Rollins, I think he's in this weekend for the alumni
weekend.
Him and
for
Victorino.
Rolling. Victorino gets
Victorino. He gets retired
retired
tonight.
Tomorrow's
Tomorrow
isn't it?
Tomorrow's
is
the
Doc
Hall of Fame?
Holiday
Yeah.
and Pat Gillick. And then Sunday is...
So if you want to, folks,
Sunday
going
is
out to the ball
something.
game.
Yeah.
Sunday is... it's Brad Lidge bobblehead giveaway on
It's the
Sunday, I
bobble game.
believe.
And the
You know-
actual reunion of the 2008,
Right.
the
I was
celebration.
hoping
of
that
the-
when I heard Brad Lidge bobblehead, it needed to be him down screaming when they won.
On his knees.
I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to say that. But
I
it had
said
to
it
be
for
him
you.
on his knees.
Why,
it had
Nick?
to be
Why didn't you want to say it?
because his head bobbles, so it just doesn't look right. But
On his knees.
it had to be that. There was
Does
nothing
his
else.
head really bobble while
it's
he's
a
on
bobblehead.
his
It's a bobblehead.
What else would bobble?
I-
Don't
Well,
answer
Why
that.
would you?
Don't answer that. No answer.
Who designed this, by the way? And why did Brad Lidge agree to it?
Bruce with Bruce.
So we want to capture that iconic pose of you. So could you recreate that for us?
I don't think he had
Brad?
his mouth open. I think that was close.
I don't know. We have to ask Chooch. He was
Ask
the one,
Howard.
dog pile.
Come on. Howard's the one that came in there and just lit them up.
First baseman, hump the closer.
That's not right. He wasn't the right after that.
That's
Cried
right.
in the shower every night.
And if you noticed, he came back to the next season and sucked.
I wonder why he couldn't walk right.
Exactly. Try to get dry humped by 26 dudes.
It's bloody. You're hurt.
Just ask. Yeah, it's bloody. You're hurt.
Strong and straight,
Stop it
intern.
straight.
Yeah. By the way, yeah, I didn't do that this week. Sorry, intern. I know it's your favorite movie.
Not mine.
So what do you see coming up for the rest of this 4-game series? With
I don't
the,
see why we can't take all 4.
you think we're
That's it.
you think sweeping?
Why not? Miami.
I mean, I don't want to.
Stinks.
I hope it doesn't break down
I was
to
gonna
the
do
9th inning
Mr.
every
T,
night.
man.
Go ahead.
I was gonna go pain. All right, back.
For those of you, there was a Rocky 3 reference. It was back in the early 80s, and you have no idea what
What's
that
Rocky?
Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa.
I know what Rocky is.
All right, I was gonna say.
Hey, come over here. Give me
Right,
a kiss.
yeah.
The fuck
He's
out.
Bullwinkle's partner, right?
Yo, Adrian.
Yeah, he's Bullwinkle's partner.
is. Hey, Rocky.
Isn't that is that older than
Hey,
Rocky?
Rocky.
That's older than Rocky, though, isn't it?
way older.
Rocky and Bullwinkle is before Rocky.
Yeah.
Right. So if you know what
By
that
like
is,
10
you
years. At least.
if you know what that is, you should know what Rocky is.
Don't know my own strength.
So you see
Nothing up my sleeve.
sweeping.
Absolutely.
You think we stay in first place?
Oh, absolutely.
Coming
There's
out
no
of
question
August.
about it. Yeah. Well,
What we got coming up
if
after?
we're not in first place, we're close.
So we got Arizona coming up, 3-game series.
That's
after
going to
them.
be really
Real
tough.
tough.
They just acquired Jake Diekman, right?
Yes, they did. They got your man Jake.
No.
And you know what's funny? Texas and
Yes.
Arizona were playing each other
Bill Burr, he's
when they
funny.
got traded.
when he got traded.
I like him
So
as well.
literally, the clubhouse manager takes a golf cart, picks up Jake Diekman and all his crap, and moves it over to the Arizona dugout.
Really? During the
Yeah.
game?
During the game,
Wow.
it's pretty cool.
He said, "Get out of here, meatball."
Yeah, so we got Arizona after the 4-game series against the Marlins
That's gonna be Arizona's gonna be tough.
We
Is
got
that
the
home
Padres.
or in Arizona?
in Arizona.
Oh, see, we still got the West Coast trip.
In Arizona, then in San Diego.
San Diego.
San Diego.
We should take at least 2 or 3 from
And
Wales, Vagina.
And then and then Boston comes back here for a 2-game series again.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Well,
What's
that's
with these
baseball.
2-game series?
Yeah.
That's
the Billy.
What days are the Boston series? Is that like a Tuesday and Wednesday again?
Why, we going? We going, Kamish?
Yes, it is.
I think we should go.
It is a
Are we
Tuesday,
going,
Wednesday.
Kamish?
You know what?
Make it a joy buzzer night?
Why do they do that, though? You got the big series, the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Sox, and they put them in the middle of the friggin' week. You put them on the weekend when more people can go.
Gotta sell tickets.
That's bullshit.
You're gonna put the big games in.
That
People
is-
are gonna go to see Boston.
That is poppycock.
Well, yeah.
Poppycock.
Poppycock.
Are we allowed
Hacky
and-
cack.
Are we allowed to say poppycock on the
We're
Yeah,
good.
on the
We're
tubes?
yeah.
Okay.
We're good. Fish and chips.
What?
I don't know.
All
Don't pay
right,
attention to me.
Don't know what that means.
Right.
Not sure.
Don't pay
So
attention.
that was our Philly segment.
Oh, we're done.
Are we
already?
done? I don't know. We got 60 minutes on the dot, so it can't go over.
God
Can't go
forbid.
over.
God forbid,
Tick tock,
Nick.
Nick.
tick tock,
That's
tick
it.
tock,
God
tick tock.
forbid.
You got 60 minutes.
Nick
That's
will
it.
go ape shit if we go
Tick tock,
60
tick tock,
minutes
tick
and
tock,
2
tick tock,
seconds.
tick
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you the one doing this?
No,
Right.
I'm not.
Tick tock, tick tock.
I'm the one
tick, tick,
talking
tick,
about
tick.
it, though.
Sean, don't go over. Don't go over. Don't go over, Sean. Ah, there's the bomb.
I see what you did there.
That's what we did there. Hey. All right, so what are we discussing now, Nick?
Thought we'd talk
It's
about
Nicky's
Hall
Joy
of Fame.
Buzzer. Is that where we're going?
Hall of Fame.
Okay.
B-Dog.
Yes.
Mr. Dawkins.
There he is.
Terrell Owens, Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, Bobby Beathard, Dr. Doom Brazil,
That's it.
and Jerry
Dickie
Kramer.
Hertz.
No, Jerry Kramer.
Oh,
Oh, Dickie Hertz made it this year?
You know
it's
what?
about time. We've been talking about him for years. It's
Dickie
about time
Hertz
he
is
made it.
is a perennial contender.
He's just like a
legacy.
tender?
Legacy.
I heard
Only
his
his
Dickie
name.
is a legacy.
Yeah.
Only his name.
So they had the Hall of Fame Yawn football game last night.
Yawn?
Oh.
Yawn. The game
what?
sucked.
It was terrible. It was
Game-
bad.
Hold
I
on
was
a
watching
second.
real
Wait,
football.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. It was Thursday night,
It was Thursday night.
Hold on.
Thursday night.
and they put the Hall of Fame on Thursday night.
They
Like
did.
the first, to me, the first official football game of the year, the Hall of Fame game, and
You
it
are
wasn't on
correct.
Sunday.
You are correct, sir.
That
Where are we going with this?
NFL, that is lame.
Oh, okay.
That is
I was
lame. No. I
get
think
it.
that's a travesty.
Oh, why put it on Thursday night?
Why put it on Thursday night?
doesn't make
Nobody
sense.
watches Thursday night during the regular season. What makes them think that they were going to
That's-
watch the Hall of
that's-
Fame game on Thursday night before you have the ceremony, before you induct your inductees, and now they got no place to come out and do a parade at?
Wasn't even a good game.
Well,
Ravens-
technically, let's just say
Like
it.
it-
Technically, it's not a great game.
It never is.
It never really
But you don't
is.
put two good teams in there. At least people want to watch.
Yeah, but
got
it's
Chicago
more for
and
the pageantry.
Baltimore.
It's the first Sunday where you get to watch football, and you come out The halftime show is usually the parade of the new Hall of Famers. They bring them out. They get to wear their gold jackets for the first time in public and everything.
Right.
And it's like a tradition, and the NFL is crapping all over their own tradition
Robbing us.
just to put a game on Thursday night.
Preach.
I'm
Hell
telling you,
yeah.
Tell him, Rob.
it's a travesty.
I agree.
Tell him.
It's a travesty.
I agree 100%.
No reason for it.
For those
If
of you
we're
who
gonna-
think we're live tonight, call in.
We'll set up a camera over here to watch it blink.
Yeah.
What was it? 856-330-4749.
Oh, what's that number again, Sean? It
856.
doesn't matter what the number is because
We
we're
are
not.
not live. We
4749.
are not live. Do not call.
So again, Dawkins, Owens, Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, Jerry Kramer, Bobby Beathard, and Ray Brazil, Dr. Doom. Right? Was it Ray?
Yeah, something like that.
I think I know it's
Randy
Brazil, and I
Moss.
know it's Dr. Doom from Houston.
Yeah.
From Planet Houston.
From Houston?
From Houston.
Underwater?
Play for the Oilers?
Play with all us.
Earls.
Oilers.
And start with him first, the Brazil guy.
Well,
Tony
start
Dungy.
with Kramer.
Well, no, Tony Dungy was on last night saying that if Brazil played in a defense that attacked the quarterback the way like the Giants did with Lawrence Taylor, he said his sack totals went off the chart because he was the best and fastest linebacker he'd ever seen in his life.
Wow.
Better than Lawrence Taylor. And even Lawrence Taylor
He
said,
said sack.
this is the guy who
Who he modeled.
who he emulated himself about.
Is he the guy that, showed him how to chop it up on the mirror?
I don't know about that. I know he told him how to roll up the $10 bill, though.
Ooh,
Then it
yeah.
became 100.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
what-
think he even used a $1,000 bill once.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Nothing.
Oh, okay, good.
Nothing.
Got the sniffles.
Then we had Jerry
I know.
Kramer, great right guard for the Green Bay Packers.
The guy
For
from
the
Seinfeld?
legendary.
Exactly. For
Legendary.
he taught him to sweep, the Green Bay sweep.
That's when you know you've got a great team, when you could literally look at a defense and say, we're running this play and there's no way you can stop it.
And they did.
And
Very nice.
yeah.
And Jerry Kramer will have a place in my heart because during the Ice Bowl against Dallas, on the final play of the game, when what's his name, Bart Starr
Bart
punched it in.
in.
He went right behind Jerry Kramer because Kramer made a great block.
Yes, he did.
Great stuff.
No,
so
no,
he's got a nice place in my
It is
heart.
long overdue.
Yes.
Long overdue because arguably he was actually one of the great interior linemen in history,
Absolutely.
and it was just a travesty that he wasn't in yet.
100%.
I want to
Yeah.
make
Go
this
ahead.
clear. We're not talking about the guy from Seinfeld right now.
Jerry Kramer?
You said Kramer.
Kramer.
Jerry Kramer.
Wow.
So it'd be actually both.
It
If
probably-
they
I was just-
combine
How do we
each
know
other.
what the,
For the
it's
listeners at
Cosmo.
home, I was
about
just
to say-
making sure.
I was about to say, what's Kramer's first name? But all you Seinfeld heads out there probably yell at me now.
right.
It's Cosmo.
It's Cosmo, asshole.
Cosmo. It's Cosmo.
Way to go, a-hole.
Yeah, when I
Dopey ass show.
saw.
Then we got Brian Urlacher, middle linebacker for the Bears. He was great, but is he Hall of Fame worthy? I don't think he is.
You
What
know
does
what?
his
I don't
number-
think he has the body of work to be in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know. I think you got to. Well, he's definitely not as good as Ray Lewis. So arguably, in era-wise, he played in the same era as Ray Lewis. So you can't really say he was the best of his
Right.
era, but he was close enough.
Right. And speaking of Ray Lewis,
Hey, you know what?
here we
I don't
go.
think
I knew
the
was a-
murderer deserves to get in.
I was about to
wonder
say it was
why.
a killer.
I was waiting for that.
It was a
ad.
killer choice
I
by
am-
the
I am
committee.
100% not a Ray Lewis fan at all.
Is anyone here a Ray Lewis fan?
I think he's a piece of crap, to be honest with you.
By the way-
I think he's a terrible human being. Yes, he was a good football player. Was he great? Not by any stretch.
Ravens are related to crows, aren't they? Do you know what they call a big group of crows?
A murder!
A murder of
Oh, very clear.
Murder.
Nicely
Okay.
set up.
We're done with Ray Lewis. Now we go to Randy Moss.
Yes.
Okay.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss, he was a
Belongs.
first ballot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And absolutely
First-
deserved to be first ballot
first
Hall
ballot.
of Famer. He was.
Oh, absolutely.
He was.
Yeah,
he-
his number's still up there. His number one almost and everything.
Oh no, Jerry
No,
Rice is
no,
number
no,
one.
Jerry-
Jerry
yeah,
Rice.
But his are up
Jerry
there.
Rice.
Up there.
Yeah.
No one's
I
gonna
apologize.
come
He
out Jerry
he
Rice.
he
I
had the
apologize.
combination of the speed, the leaping ability, the hands. You know, his only
Right.
drawback was he was a knucklehead.
Right.
Yeah.
And he had a great ass. What? Who said that?
Wow. Should I put you on camera? You want to repeat that into the camera real quick?
Sure, I'll say it.
And smile broadly.
Randy Moss had great hands. Eh? Eh?
God damn it.
Now, after he went to Minnesota, he went to the Raiders first for the Patriots, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You see all the highlights, and you see nothing with the Raiders.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Who do you have throwing it to?
I was going to say, who was
I think
throwing
it
it
was,
to?
I think it was Jamarcus Russell. wasn't it?
Jamarcus.
Is that going to get you a Hall of Fame?
Hey. I'm the quarterback. And I'm going to throw it up to ball.
We're all come on.
And some no-name running back going to run it here. Sorry. Terrible.
Joey
terrible.
Buzz here doesn't know how to keep a beat.
So Randy Moss, we all can agree that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to Terrell Owens. Terrell,
Believe it or not, he
Dude.
deserves to be
T.O.?
in there.
Well, yeah.
Believe it or not, he deserves to be in there.
This whole shit show of what he did for this Hall of Fame, it really puts a black eye on what he did in the game.
What?
What'd you say?
Ah,
What'd you
We're not
say?
touching
that-
that. We're not touching that one, right?
What'd you say?
Yeah, right.
What'd you say?
Well, no, it did because his antics really has really brought him down. It's taken away from the body of work that he put out on the field.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'll be the first to admit that he was probably the second best receiver I ever saw play.
Stats wise, yeah, he chose it.
Now,
Absolutely.
does his
he's not Jerry Rice.
his off-field antics? Is there anybody else in the Hall of Fame that's acted like him off the field?
There have been a lot of
There's
there's
a lot
of
there's a lot of
prima donna
assholes in
a-holes.
there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a
Right.
whole heap of assholes.
There's
in the Hall
a
of Fame.
So he's not the only one, but why do you think he got stiffed for a few years?
Because
this
he's
is
an
what?
ass.
This is his third year,
This is his third time.
and he should have been
Because
in first time.
people just and sports writers are bent just don't like him. They
Yeah.
just don't like him. And I mean, his son has said, I will never vote for him to be in the Hall of Fame. They came out and said it,
Right.
just because of who he is and not what he's done on the field, which is wrong.
It's
That's
wrong.
what I mean.
Which is
It's
wrong.
wrong. Which is why
You've got to
the Hall-
reward the body of work and
Right.
not what he did off the field.
I mean,
Right,
Well,
you
isn't
have to be. See, that's why sometimes I don't like the fact that sports writers are the ones that get to pick the Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
Right.
Because they're supposed to be impartial. They're supposed to take the body of work.
Right. And they don't.
And they don't. They,
Right.
they
If
base it
they're-
all on how well the guy treated them or, what they got from what kind of
I was
relationship.
gonna say, this is one of the top receivers in the NFL,
Yeah.
and some guy has to go get an interview from him, and he doesn't want to. Now he's not gonna vote for him because he didn't want to get an
Yeah,
interview.
because-
That's
I mean,
that
we're
shouldn't
all
happen.
emotional human beings, but if you're going to be voting on something as important as who gets to go to Canton, then there has to be that you have to be able to put that aside.
It
I
can't be
agree.
somebody that interviews him.
Right.
It obviously can't be fans. You need to have the NFL has
Honestly,
more than enough money.
Yeah.
You have to sit back and all they watch is film. That's
Yeah.
it. They
Right.
don't interview them. They don't talk to the person. They don't listen to interviews.
Yeah, you
They
can't-
just watch
I think
the
you can make a
footage.
panel that would include journalists, people from the front office, fan groups. I
It
would
would
like
ha-
to see a fan on that committee.
It
But
would
see, the-
have
the
to have a
problem with-
small percentage of what going in because
Yeah.
we're all homers here. Obviously, we're gonna pick if there's an eagle up for it. So
Right. But
which
still,
most fans
Yeah,
are.
well, yes and no. I mean,
But if you've got a pool of players, most NFL fans know a great player when they see one.
yep. All right, we got to touch on Zach's favorite player real quick, Mr.
Yes,
Brian Dawkins.
Yes.
Mr. Dawkins went in as well,
Mr. Brian Dawkins.
Yeah.
who I
It's
think
not just
100%
Zach's favorite player. How dare you?
deserved to be in the Hall of
Yes,
Fame,
definitely. Over-
without question.
50 plus takeaways and 25 plus sacks. I think only 3 players in NFL history have done that.
Right.
And Ray Lewis and I think Ronnie
Henry?
Barber or something like that. Rondé Barber or something like that was the other one too.
Do you want to know?
I'm a huge fan.
Do you want to know the most amazing stat of all?
What?
He is the first player from Clemson,
Clemson, yeah, that's
to
right.
be in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Can
Really?
you believe
Yes,
that?
yeah.
No way.
Clemson
Wow.
is a great.
Yeah,
it's
he's
not-
the
I wouldn't
only
say
one.
a powerhouse, but it's a
It's-
great
I-
college
He's the only
football
one in there.
school.
I would
It's
put
an
him up.
SEC, right in the
First
SAC.
Clemson
Yeah,
player to be nominated.
Yep.
I would put him that
Elected.
close to a powerhouse school. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
they're in
not-
the SEC, aren't they?
Damn.
now they are, but back then they weren't powerhouse, but they were good. I mean, they fielded a real
Still.
good team, a real competitive team every year.
Yeah.
First Clemson player to ever be elected to Hall of Fame.
That's great.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
And richly deserved. I mean,
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
He was the guy. Offenses when they came into Philadelphia, they built their offense to go away from him.
Yeah.
Right.
Quarterback came to the line of scrimmage. He said, "Where's 20?"
Right.
You had to.
right,
I mean,
'cause
his
he-
nickname was
and
Wolverine.
He set the tone.
The thing
Badass
is,
alone.
He
you
set the
might
tone.
have put the play away from him, but it don't matter. He would run anywhere just to follow that ball.
Yeah.
Like he would do anything to get to that ball.
You know, last night I must have seen the hit
I
he
hate
laid
you.
on
I
L.J.
hate you.
Crumpler 1,000 times, and every time they show that clip of him popping Crumpler,
Yeah.
I cringe.
It's amazing.
Because he laid him out.
But not only that, the stare at the end when you hit him and you stare down. Oh my lord!
Oh, the blacked out,
Yeah,
the blacked out lens.
yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
dude.
you
It's
could
just
tell he
badass.
was staring him down.
Just badass.
You
You
could tell
gotta
he was
remember,
staring him
Crumpler
down.
had, what, 6 inches and 100 pounds on Dawkins easy?
Yeah.
And Dawkins laid him out.
Good lord.
Oh,
It is,
just
and
beautiful.
the fact is that there aren't that many safeties in the Hall of Fame. I think
No.
I think actually they took Ed Reed first.
10?
Right.
I think there's 10 safeties
10.
total.
Yeah, there's the guy from the Bears. Gary Fensick, I think is
Or Dorson or something?
Dorson or something like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, there aren't that many, and of
Ronnie
course,
Lott.
as a contemporary, he played with Ed Reed, and arguably they were 1 and 1A. You could argue either
yeah.
way
Brian
as to
Dawkins
who
better.
was. Yeah, as Eagles fans, yeah.
I'll be honest, the only safety in Brian Dawkins' era who I thought was better than him was Palomalu. That's
Really?
the only one I thought was better than was Dawkins was Palomalu.
Well, I think actually it's
Palomalu for
afterwards.
his safety had really great speed for his safety. Like
And-
his speed was unbelievable.
And
And
their
that
their
hair,
era is
oh my
kind of
God.
like bookend, actually. Yeah, their era is kind of bookend because Dawkins was already waning at the end of his career. He was probably already in Denver, and Palomalu had taken over by then, if
Yeah.
I believe so. But yeah, I can see Palomalu maybe in the future going into the Hall.
Absolutely, he's a first ballot just because.
Rawr.
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 All right, well,
He's
that
first ballot for that hair.
That's what I said. You know, if you're gonna put him in for anything,
So-
just the Head and Shoulders
Right.
commercials.
Oh God.
That's terrible.
So
That's
the-
it.
we want to congratulate the Hall of Fame inductees.
Yep.
Excellent job, gentlemen.
Especially Brian Dawkins.
Especially
Yes.
Brian Dawkins and
Weapon
and,
X.
and T.O. because he did play in Philly.
Yeah,
he
you
did play in
can't
the Super Bowl.
you can't wipe out 15,000 yards.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Most of the reporters did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question.
Is that wrong? Yeah.
I'm here so I won't get fined.
Not the same guy. That's a different
That's
guy.
Lynch.
That's a totally different player.
That's
Well,
Lynch.
you know,
like
for
Skittles.
that, in honor of Tio, you should be in here on camera doing
Doing
push-ups.
push-ups.
Push-ups like in the driveway.
too sick.
Come on, sick boy.
I'm too sick.
Till you puke.
I'm too sick.
Until you puke. Let's not. I'm not cleaning anything up in here.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and what are we going to discuss when we come back there, Squid?
We got some soccer.
Yikes.
What are we going to discuss when we come back there, Squid?
Still talking soccer.
What else are we going to discuss when we come back?
I'm gonna shut your mic off in a second.
All right, we'll be right back.
Oh,
No, really?
I did it just for you, Kamish.
God damn it.
You're listening to the Joy Buzzer, sports talk with a buzz.
Just admit it. What you're doing right now is working, but it's not ideal. Before attending the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, I worked retail, and now I'm working for a major radio station in the Philadelphia market. There's a campus right here in the Philadelphia area. Visit gocsb.com or call 1-800-TV-RADIO.
I am the commish,
And I'm Rob C, the instigator.
Nicky Cola over here.
and we are the Joy Buzzer, the premier sports talk show, sports talk with a buzz.
And if you like our new Sports Talk channel here on YouTube Live, please subscribe.
And if for some crazy reason you like the show, smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit the bell to get our notifications so when we go live, you're right here with us.
And we're back with the recorded Joy Buzzer.
Write it down.
You guys are dicks.
Cue cards. Hey, do you want us to write that down?
We need to make that.
Do I say Facebook or not?
Should I just put that in the intro? And we're back. I'm just gonna add that in there so you don't have to say it every time.
Oh, no, 'cause sometimes I may say something different.
I don't think you do.
All right, well,
Play back. It's the same thing every
Write it
time.
down, write
And
it
we're
down.
back.
Robber.
Cue cards.
hate you guys. I gotta get a new show.
And we're back.
Let's see you build it.
That's why he says it, to cover that up. And we're back.
Yeah, is it me? Or is it friggin' hot in here? I am sweating.
That's just you.
Stop it, Sean.
No, I'm cold.
Okay, so
Cold.
Well, you're sick. You don't get a
You're
vote.
sick.
Okay.
Okay.
they want to discuss the MLS All Star game and the international friendly between the women's national team.
friendly. It's
Isn't that what it-
the Tournament of Nations.
that
But
what-
okay.
It's a pre-tournament. to the
Am I
World
wrong?
Cup.
Was it an international friendly?
It was a
Then
tournament.
shut the hell up,
F you.
man. You know the one thing I can contribute, you got to freaking dump.
Get it right.
Dumped it?
I did.
Then I will have to.
Was
get
it not international friendly?
It was a
No.
tournament.
But was it not international friendly?
No.
It was a tournament.
It was a tournament.
I know it was
There was a
because it said
trophy.
it, it
Was
said
there
it
a
on ESPN this morning. I watched it.
Stop banging the table.
Make sure you follow
Was there a
us on
trophy?
Instagram.
Was there a trophy?
Make sure you friend us on Facebook. Follow us on iTunes.
Zach, why are
Stitcher.
you taking pictures and putting this on Instagram?
I will.
Well, we're working right now. Let's do this.
Don't say it on air.
Son of a bitch.
Edit this out.
Follow us on Instagram. Joy Buzzer.
All right,
Official
it's on
Joy
Instagram,
Buzzer.
iTunes. Stitcher. If you still have Stitcher, I don't even know.
All right, MLS All Star game.
Nah.
Go ahead. I know you're itching. You're almost out of your chair getting ready to talk about
Trying
this.
to itch. Playing the MLS All Stars played against a Juventus.
I'm a little nervous sitting here right now.
Yeah, my leg's shaking.
Shaking like
My
leaves.
leg's shaking. Playing. If I remember correctly, Nikki, you can correct me. Is that Juventus has actually won the Italian big Italian tournament, the Serie A? What, like
Hey,
5
there's a
years in
Marco
row?
Bernardi.
Right, there's a Marco Bernardi.
Yeah. I think they've won like 5
He
in
does
a
not
row.
play
or
for
something.
Oh, hey.
They are a very talented team.
They are
Something like that.
international. You know, when you think Italy, you either think them or you think Roma. That's amore. I mean, out of all the good teams that are in Serie A, Juventus
is top. I mean, they were just
Yeah.
here playing in the link.
Yep.
They're definitely a top tier team.
They are world renowned.
That's why they kick the ass of the All Stars of the MLS every year.
Well, yeah, because it's not the All Star. It's not a team. Like these guys have been playing together for a while, right? And the All Stars are just the first time just threw them together, had one practice, they go get and
Right.
yeah. So they're never gonna win.
Right. Well, it's Juventus is not playing usually starters.
Yeah,
we're
well,
losing to like their third
But
team.
still, they're still practicing together as a team all the time.
They handle it like a friendly,
Like a pro.
because
Don't say friendly.
it is a
This-
friendly.
We're not allowed to say friendly. According
It's
to
an
me.
All-Star game, but
totally
it's a
different.
friendly.
That's a friendly. It's a totally different.
So that's a friendly.
Totally different tournament.
The rules are different. So
Get
in
it
the,
together.
In the tournament, they only were allowed 3 subs, right?
Jesus
In a friendly, you're allowed unlimited substitutions.
You're allowed a lot.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
like 6.
Which is why you have the All-Star game as a friendly, so then everybody can rotate through.
Right. Everybody gets to play.
Everybody gets to play.
You guys realize you're working into his plan to not talk about soccer.
Yeah,
right?
I know, you jerk face.
And you're falling for it.
well,
Shut up, Zach.
They played
Help them.
They played in Atlanta. It was a good atmosphere. They had like
72,000, 73,000
fans there for the All-Star game.
Right.
They did a good job.
That stadium is beautiful.
It is.
It's built like a European soccer stadium, which is
It's
great.
nice. And the artificial turf really doesn't take away from the game there.
This is the new place,
It,
right?
Yeah, this is where the Falcons play the Mercedes-Benz Stadium or whatever.
Or Chick-fil-A, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A
That's the one
stadium,
that's
that's
not
it.
open on Sundays.
It's not open on
Yeah.
Sundays.
But they fill it.
Which is
That
fantastic.
MLS team brings in more than the Atlanta Falcons do. They have more of a following.
Well, I think they have more games, though, don't they?
They do, but they
I'm just
sell
saying.
out.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying there's more soccer games there than there are football games.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm
right.
saying
They still bring
in a
70,000
given
people.
game.
So
yeah,
Atlanta's
I'm not
bringing in
arguing that.
60. They're bringing in 70,000.
Okay.
yeah. And they're owned by the same guy, so he's happy. So was it?
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Blank.
Chick-fil-A.
Blank.
Arthur Blank.
Yeah, Mr. Blank.
Chick-fil-A.
Who said Chick-fil-A?
I did.
Mr.
They're not owned by
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Right. So
Doesn't he-
Juventus comes in here. This is, I don't know. The MLS has been doing this the last couple of years, where they bring in some European powerhouse to play the MLS All Stars. And actually, most of the time, the MLS All Stars, which are just thrown together, usually can pretty much hold their own.
There's only a lot of ex-players.
There's only been like one of these European
That they-
clubs that really kind of
pooped on them.
pooped on
A
them.
little
That was-
bit.
For me to poop on.
and that was Manchester United in
That was
Houston
a few years ago.
a couple of years ago. Where
Yeah.
I think they beat them like 5-1 and ridiculous.
That's when you thought that this wasn't going to work out.
But then again,
the MLS All
Ray-
Stars playing
You know what it
a
was?
real team from Europe.
Ray Gaddis was playing as an all-star on that back line.
Yeah.
Your favorite player, Ray Gaddis?
I thought he liked CJ Sapong.
I don't know.
I don't know who the hell Ray Gaddis is.
I thought, doesn't he have a new one? Isn't it Burke?
Did Jimmy Venetian Blind coach the team?
Fafa.
Nah. Fafa Pico?
Because he's Fafa fast.
And Fafa Fabulous.
Did Umba play?
Umba. Oh, God. It's going to be a month of that.
Umba Bapa. He plays in Germany.
I love Umbop.
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 But it was 1-1 in regular time, and Juventus won on penalty kicks, right? 5-3.
Yes.
Rock on.
They did.
Yes.
And some of them, their goals were just incredible.
Right.
Like, nobody's touching it. Nobody's gonna even come close to saving it.
In the penalty kicks?
In the penalty kicks, yeah.
The Juventus guys looked, honestly, it looked like they were like, oh, yeah, we got a dinner appointment.
Oh, absolutely.
And it was just like, it was just like.
Yep. Like, off the crossbars, off the side post, just like, we're going to find a way in.
I think the guy literally said to the MLS goalie, he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to put this in the top corner. You're
not going to.
And you're not going to stop it."
He told him exactly where he was.
He told him exactly where he was going to put it. And the guy's like, "Yeah, sure." And he did.
That's almost what it looked like, though, because the goalie was right there on almost every shot, and they just couldn't touch it.
I think actually one of the times the Juventus guy just pointed. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to put it right there." But no, it's a talented squad there, and they held their own. For the Atlanta fans, their home team guy got the goal in regular time. That little douchebag. I can't remember his name. Was it Martinez? Joseph Martinez.
Yeah, that guy.
Old Joey.
Yeah.
Good job, Joey.
Sure.
And then Atlanta goes into the season, the rest of the season as the number one in the East.
Okay.
So.
They are
rock on.
Incredible how you build that franchise.
2 years.
It's just a monster team.
Monster.
I can't wait here.
And then last night, Alex Morgan Calamarino.
No, Alex Morgan Carujo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You got it all.
Calamarino? We're not. I'm not married.
Had a goal and an assist in a 4-1 game for the, what was it called again?
For the Tournament of Nations.
Tournament of Nations. But it wasn't a friendly.
Nations.
Tournament of Nations.
Not a friendly.
Top 4 teams.
Top 4 teams.
And they won. They had to win by 2.
They beat Brazil.
Why did they win by 2?
Because the goal differential. They had to win by 2.
For the tournament.
To win the cup. If not,
boy.
I believe Australia. Australia.
We just confused them again.
Oh yeah.
We got to put it in golf terms. See, they needed to win yesterday by 2
to win.
So that their total overall score
down by
was
4.
was birdie. So
what would you just say? What did you just say?
Wait,
something about a birdie.
So,
do you understand goal differential at all?
I do. Now,
okay.
Was there another team? Were they undefeated? Both teams?
There were 4 teams. So the best.
4 teams.
It was the best score out of the 4 teams.
So wins and losses didn't matter as long as you scored the most goals?
Well, wins and losses always matter, but
did they not
other
win all their games?
The other tiebreaker is goal difference.
But did they not win all their games?
No, they drawed. They had one draw.
They had one draw.
But goal differential, you had.
Okay, now I see. Okay, I thought they won all their games.
No, they did not.
Okay,
they tied 1.
They suck.
They tied Australia, which would have won it if they didn't win by 2.
I see.
So they had to win by 2. They won by 3.
So you got it now? You got it? Can we give it? We'll give the commission ding for that. How's that?
Hey.
Ding.
Okay, I thought they won all their games. That's why I thought goal differential wouldn't have mattered.
No, it didn't.
But Alex Morgan, who else scored for for Team USA there?
Was it Rapinoe?
She still plays.
Was it Julie Ertz?
Ooh, Julie Ertz.
Julie Ertz.
She's the talented one in the family.
What was it? It was Rose something.
Where's your paint cans, Tony?
Sorry. John Travolta just went by our office.
Our office?
Our office?
Our studio.
Don't pay attention to me.
We're
sick.
not.
We're not. We try not to, but there's a camera on you.
Take the camera off me.
So, heartfelt congratulations to the women's soccer team.
It's a good setup, good lead up to
the World Cup next year.
Their World Cup's next year.
Women's World Cup.
And where's that at?
In France.
No,
in France, in Gay Paris.
Don't you say it. Don't you say it.
You know who's going to be there?
Umbop?
Umbop. Who's going to watch?
Hey, Umbop.
Let me see. Why is Umbop all of a sudden got an Italian accent?
Is there, I don't know what you're doing.
He's French.
Is there a female version of Umbop?
For Team France?
Yeah, it's called Abby.
Yeah.
Wambach.
Mbappe.
That's just a guy.
I was gonna say
She's called
she played for the men's team last
La
time.
Mbappe.
Wow. Off the rails a little bit.
Hey, a little bit.
Nah.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Just a tip.
That's the afterbuzz.
France next year.
Just a tip.
That's the tip.
What was that new movie?
That's a new tournament. We don't want to do that because that would confuse Sean. You know,
Yes.
too many tournaments. But
Can't have too many tournaments in one year.
Can't play them 2 times at once.
No.
So you know.
Only golf.
Only
Only
golf
golf
can.
can play.
No freaking
F
sense
you for paying by your rules.
whatsoever.
Golf's allowed to have
none.
12 tournaments a year.
Yep.
Why do they play all
Yeah,
year
but
long?
you know what?
You play golf all year.
One golfer isn't playing in 2 tournaments at the same
You
time.
play golf all year.
But they're not
play
playing
multiple
in 2
tournaments.
tournaments at the same time, which makes no
Sure they do.
freaking sense.
Hey, hey, hold on a second.
Go ahead.
Don't some of these golfers, besides on tournament day and stuff, don't they have their little money games on the side? Wouldn't that be considered another tournament?
No.
Yeah.
He's thinking about
Yeah.
it. Look at the
Because they're
tournament.
playing in the same tournament.
They're playing in the same tournament and they're making money on the side.
What?
It's another tournament, that you don't hear about.
We're talking about the Italian here.
Because that's the tax-free tournament, right? That's the one you don't pay taxes on.
What are you?
Sure,
What,
they're
you turn to Bill Cosby?
Just to drink this.
bombs. Go peacock in my neck.
What?
Yes.
So yeah, soccer makes
Bill
no
Cosby
freaking sense.
used to play golf.
None.
No, we're not. No.
Stop. Stop.
We are not going down that
Stop.
rabbit hole. Nope. Nope.
Make it.
So he's good with balls and holes, right?
Yeah.
There it is. And
Used to
next
put it in the drink and
Next
then
topic.
go for birdie.
Next topic. Next topic.
Dropped it, right? Got his drop.
That's a good
Double
one.
bogey.
Took out his club.
Wow.
And swung it. What's the matter, Nick?
I got nothing.
Should we start recording again?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
this
I'm
down.
gonna stop this one, and then we can. I'm gonna edit
We
this
got
out.
another hour.
Jesus Christ.
If you see color bars during this whole segment with no audio, you know why.
Yeah.
Please stand by technical difficulties.
It's just a cat. Hang in there. We know how to do this.
Oh man.
Oh, jeez.
Straight to hell, laddie.
We won't get any sharks from it though. That's the good thing.
All right. So the last topic of the show, and this could be significant down the line.
Not right
Could
now.
be.
Down the line?
Right now, it's just.
Did you say down the
I
line?
did say down the line.
So you mean
I hear a soundbite coming.
sometime in the future, Sean?
Yes, I did.
I thought that was the Wayback Machine.
But we're not way back. We're talking about
We're
the
going
future.
to the future.
It's
Are
the
you sure
future.
that? Are you sure
Come
that?
on,
Rob?
intern. You got a fever. Shush.
I'll feel it.
So,
All right, I guess now we have to rewind it now.
no, we don't.
Yes, we do,
No,
'cause
we
the
don't.
intern.
We really don't.
All right, let's
That's
go
the
back.
way back machine.
That's the way back machine.
Now we can go.
Now we can go into the future.
So, okay,
Now go to the future.
way back a couple days ago,
can.
the NBA signed a deal. with,
But I thought we were talking about the past. Why are we in the future?
Why are we in
again?
the future,
I'm
John?
so confused. They signed one in the past that's going to affect the future. How's that?
There you go.
Is that
Do
good?
we have a soundbite for that?
Days of Futures
Whoa.
Past.
Yeah, we can play
Can you
both.
mix both at the same time?
I'm going to try it too right now. Oh, come on. I got to get to it.
Oh, it's not going to work. Oh, quickly.
Ooh,
Oh, look at that.
nicely done.
It's the good. There we go.
It's him. Hey, that's him.
So the NBA has partnered with MGM.
Ah.
Wow, that's pretty grand.
Right, very good. They signed a deal where MGM can use the NBA's likeness in their casinos, you know, show stats, show games where they couldn't before, things like that. You know, and they become a partnership.
With the NBA's blessing, is what you mean.
Oh, I mean, they signed a deal. It's
signed
not
a
a
deal.
blessing.
It's a deal. It's not
deal.
a. It's yeah. It's a partnership.
Right.
Right. So it's
Right.
Right.
Which
they're
makes
working
sense
hand in hand.
because where the NBA Hall of Fame is, which is in your favorite town,
Oh, Springfield, Massachusetts.
Springfield, Mass.
You know what the best thing about Springfield, Massachusetts is?
Leaving?
Holyoke.
That was
Holyoke.
amazing.
No, Holyoke, Massachusetts, which is right next door. It's a nice college town. A lot of babes. For all of our Massachusetts listeners out there.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like we're walking that line, and it's like, you know what I like about high school girls?
Yeah. Well, that's the great thing about Holyoke. The girls,
the older you get,
the older I get, the girls
the
stay
same
same age.
That's right.
Shall we all do it at the same time?
All
All right.
Wait, hold on. You hear that? It's the FBI coming. They're coming for you.
FBI, open up.
FBI.
Oh no, it's the cops.
So in
God damn it.
Springfield, Mass, where the NBA Hall of Fame is, MGM just are in the midst of building a casino.
Oh, look at that.
So that's, I think that's part of what started this whole thing, was that this is going to happen. And so right now, I think this is a springboard for other sports organizations to join with the casinos now that sports betting is legal.
Okay,
In some states.
So you think all NFL,
Well,
NHL,
technically-
MLB?
Well, I think it's inevitable with the NHL with the Vegas Knights. I think it's inevitable with the Raiders moving to
it'll be
to Las Vegas. The
Vegas
NFL
soon.
will join as well.
yeah.
Technically, Sean.
Yes.
Technically,
Go ahead.
that U.S. government rule that they said
Yes.
that actually eliminates any kind of federal ban on sports betting. So it's open in all states now.
Right.
So,
but states have to apply for it.
They have to apply for it, and But here's the thing: it's a new thing here in the U.S. Honestly, it's long overdue because it's a lot of revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding, you want to keep the games clean and safe, and there where there's no.
But let's face it,
no
criminals play
hijinks.
sports.
Well, but the thing is though, when you can meld these two together, there's so much money to be made.
Oh yeah.
and
Well,
stuff.
I think the initial deal was $25 million.
Yeah, and the thing
That's
is,
it?
in Europe,
That's the initial deal. Oh,
For
because
what,
they
1
know
year?
they're going to make billions.
Right. Just happened.
in Europe, they've been doing it years because all the sports gambling there is legal. They sponsor teams, the betting services. They make tons of money and stuff. So it's long overdue. And with that new ruling in the U.S., you're going to see a lot more of it now.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to have to.
And to top that off, the NBA is seriously thinking about putting a franchise in Vegas.
Which, I think they're going to do it now.
Yeah, especially with two others in there, it's a matter of time.
It may not be a new one like the Vegas Knights. It may be an existing team that just gets moved.
Well, I mean, NFL moved one.
That's what I mean.
Do you see MLB doing it?
Well, there's already
You got-
a minor league team there. I believe.
there is minor league baseball in Vegas, and
That's minor league, though.
yeah. I don't know. Baseball's a good old boys club, and they don't want to.
And honestly,
wreck the
they don't
status
need to.
quo.
They've already had enough issues
honestly,
with betting.
none of these leagues need to expand anymore.
No.
So
That's why I'm thinking. That's why I'm almost sure if NBA moves there, it's an existing team. It's not a whole new franchise,
Right.
like the Vegas Knights.
Right.
So
when you call in tonight, folks, tell us which NBA
Do
team is
not
moving to
call in.
Vegas.
Number is 856. This is pre-recorded. 856. This has been pre-recorded.
330.
No.
No.
No number tonight.
No.
It's 856.
Yeah.
856.
What do you got? Are we farting?
856.
God.
That's the number.
Very nice number.
And if you're using a rotary phone, you make sure you use the one on your right.
But now you just play it.
Now he's having fun with the soundboard.
It is.
I miss it.
You're a little busy.
Well,
No.
since you can't call it because it's recorded, maybe you can telegraph it.
Oh, we're going way back? Way back to when we had
way
phones?
way back when we had phones.
Send something in the fax machine.
That's plugged in right now. I can't use the phone.
All right.
All right, what else we got? Anything at all?
That's it.
A little potpourri. What?
That was our nice 1 hour.
Oh, wait. One more
compact-
thing. One more thing.
oh, wait,
forgot.
potpourri.
And I forgot, and I
Oh,
should have mentioned this during the baseball segment.
oh, way to go.
Uh-oh.
Can you bring up the way
Just
back
way
machine?
back.
Hold on, wait,
Gotta go way
wait,
back.
hold on.
Gotta
Let's
go
go
way
back.
back.
Let's go back before you start. Let's hold on. That was the fart. Oh, never mind. All right. There we go. All
Thank
right,
you.
Sean.
Okay.
All right, we're back. We're back.
What do you have? What do you have?
We have to congratulate Jim Thome.
Oh, yeah.
We've got
That's right.
Jim Thome went into the Hall of Fame on Sunday, and just put together a fantastic speech. And he really of course most of his crew is in Cleveland, so he put most of his focus on them. But he said a lot of nice things about Philly. He said a lot of great things about Charlie Manuel. And
what could
he
you say bad about
he
him?
is a true gentleman, Jim Tomey. He
Oh,
is just
he is
just a good
big,
person,
big gentleman guy. Yeah.
Yes, he's
Most
just a good
definitely.
person, and we were lucky to have him in Philly for the few years that we had him.
And when he came back too, because remember they brought him back.
They brought him back.
I was actually at Jim Tomey's last game as a Philly.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, in Miami.
First
Yeah.
time or second time?
The second time.
Oh, okay.
When it
I mean, and it's great because the first time he was here, it was in 06 or 05, and he knew Ryan Howard was coming up, and he graciously said, "Hey, you guys got to trade me. You can't keep this kid down any longer."
Right.
And he he said it. He went to them and said, just send me somewhere where I can play. And they traded him to the White Sox, and
He's
he did very
man's
well.
man. He's a player's player.
He is. He's just.
and I think he wanted to go back out to the
when his
Midwest.
time.
Yeah.
He's a Midwest kind of a guy.
And he wanted to go back to the American League because he knew he could DH for a while.
He could DH for a while, and that extended his career.
Right, because his back was shot. But when he came back to Philly, his back
yeah.
he was done. He couldn't play every day. He wanted to.
Playing DH kind of pushed him to that 612, I believe.
612.
He had 612, which honestly, he's only one of, I think, 7 guys that have 6. Well,
That's
no,
right.
actually, I think less than that.
Bonds.
We got Bonds, May,
Aaron, Ruth,
Mays,
Aroyd.
Aroyd. Does he count?
He does.
Yeah, they all do count.
So I think it's only 5. And Griffey Jr. I think didn't he hit the 600 plateau?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Maybe he did not.
What the hell?
We'll
Yeah, I wish there was this.
Fact check.
I wish there was this machine.
That would pull up
stats,
certain
stats,
things.
Things
maybe
we want to know.
we got to go into the future and
Ooh.
find a machine like that. That would actually have that.
Yeah,
So-
most home runs all time in all of Major League Baseball.
Oh, that's all. That's a stat. I wasn't paying attention at all. That's all the stat you're looking for is
No,
most
no.
home runs.
No, we're looking for who's in the
Who's in the
600.
600 home
Who's
run
in
Oh,
the
the
600
600
home run club?
Ah.
Let's see. What do we got? Oh, actually, there's a ton of players.
Yeah. You got
Babe
Rodriguez,
Ruth. We
Griffey,
forget. Everybody
Jim
forgets Ruth. Yeah.
Thorne, Jim Thorne, Albert Pujols.
Pujols.
What? Hold on.
Oh, that's right.
Who's
Pujols
that?
just got in the other day.
And Albert Pujols, along with Albert Pujols.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
I'm sick.
But-
Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa.
All right.
Sosa.
Now let's
Sammy.
let's narrow that list to the people who did it cleanly.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Come on. Babe Ruth was high on hot dogs and cocaine.
Right.
Come on.
But he wasn't using steroids.
He was using some sort of.
Come on.
They've been using enhancements. Oh.
Babe Ruth was built like me.
I'm telling you, he was on hot dogs and cocaine.
He was like me.
Cocaine.
Like me.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Thank
So
you.
God, I love cocaine.
on the 600 list cleanly, I would say is just Ruth, Aaron, Tomey, and maybe Junior. I think everybody
Yeah,
else
Ken
was
Griffey.
juicing.
Juice him.
Yeah, probably.
Bonds, Aroyd,
Yeah.
Pujols.
Pool Joe's, yeah. I forgot Pool Joe's is on that.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So I mean, Jim Tomey, just congratulations because you had a great career.
Yes, he did.
Awesome job.
Very good guy.
Yep.
Nice rounded man.
Yes.
Strong and straight.
Salt of the
Strong
earth.
and straight.
Strong and straight.
It's bleeding.
Tousle your
You're
hair.
hurt.
The kind of guy that would tousle your hair.
That's right. Had a boy, son.
Had a boy.
Mother has chores for you.
Mama has chores for you. Grandma says you can stay, Sean.
Jesus
Christ,
Christ.
Shane.
Is the show almost over?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Actually, we're going to wrap this up. Our recorded version of the Joy Buzzer.
What?
That's time.
1 hour
recording?
1 hour special.
Right,
It's
because
a 1 hour special. Let's give ourselves a hand for recording a show,
what are you
guys.
playing? There we go.
Like we haven't done it before.
What is that? 4 weeks in a row? 3 weeks in a row?
Wow.
4 weeks in a row.
Yeah, my
I
toes
don't,
are
I don't
tingling.
remember.
Who the hell cares?
Well, that deserves another cheer.
Who the hell
Doing
cares?
it 5 in a row.
Really?
Who cares how many in a row? As long as we just keep doing it.
Yikes.
Just got to keep going and going and going.
Hey, no.
Next
Sean
week,
said, "Who cares?" The true Philly fan.
next
here.
week we should be back live again, right? We have no show next week. No Excite show, right? Next Saturday.
That doesn't need to be brought up.
It does because I'm thinking out loud.
We'll be
We
back.
have one.
Why are
Thursday
you
and one
thinking out
Sunday.
Don't
loud?
think out loud. Just end it.
Because
Shut
all
us-
right,
shut us
Nicky
mouth.
Cola.
Yeah, I'm over here.
That's right. Instigator Rob C. Sick Boy Z.
Yeah. Sheesh.
I was the intern. This was the recorded Joy Buzzer. Coming to you live, not live, recorded from
Oh,
beautiful.
there it is. There
God
it is.
damn it.
Studio
I'm
audience.
going to say from
damn
beautiful
it.
Connecticut School Broadcasting.
This show was recorded live.
Right,
In front of
recorded
a
live.
studio audience.
There we
Right,
go.
in front of a live studio audience at Connecticut School Broadcasting, especially John Travolta, who keeps walking by the studio.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba,
We will talk to you next
Stream
week.
lightning. Go stream lightning.
Goodbye.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen.
I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. Yes?
No. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I leave and heave a sigh and say goodbye.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So